Hey, it's Ozzy here. I'm just doing a series of videos, and this is something I've never done before, but I think it's really important because it's something that's important to me. So those of you who are close with me, they'll know that I quit my job of 12 years in the tech industry, a well-paid job, and I'm up here in Sheffield in an Airbnb, and I'm going to be doing a skateboard coaching certification course to become a certified skateboarding instructor. So this is quite huge for me. So I know that a lot of people my age, I'm in my 30s now, might be feeling a little bit stuck with the current world's economic climate. It might be getting to people. It's gotten to me, which is partly the reason why it's kind of like slightly pushed me towards becoming self-employed. So I just wanted to make these videos so people can follow me, and maybe they'll find some inspiration in what I'm doing and encourage people to do the same or something similar, something that they are passionate about and want to do themselves and control their own finances and where their money comes and goes. So there's many reasons why I'm doing this. So I mean, I wanted to be, a full-time musician when I was 21 or 22. And then my bass player from the band I was in at the time, Mantora, he basically said there was a job at his work. I didn't really know much about the tech industry then. And yeah, I went for it and I got it and I got paid really well. So I just got really, really complacent and just loved the paycheck. I bought loads of guitar gear. I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for the job in the way that it gave me financial stability to continue my hobby seriously as a musician. And just, buy lots of gear and have loads of fun with, partying and sort of living for the weekend and playing a few gigs, going to gigs. But after a while, and with the world's current economical climate, I'm finding it increasingly less tolerable to work for someone else. And I'm not an economist. I don't know much about the economy. I don't know much about politics. But I know enough to sort of connect the dots. And with what's going on right now in this absolute chaos, it is making me more and more uncomfortable working for people who are earning shitloads of money. And my paycheck was all right, but my manager's paycheck was slightly more. And they didn't treat me very well in some aspects. I had one awesome manager, but mostly it was a lot of smoke and mirrors. They would say one thing and do another. They would say that I could ask for support. In reality, they weren't there for me. They would say that I could lean on them when I actually did ask for help. They weren't there for me. And now, when I'm speaking about this on a small scale, it does kind of relate, because then you have my manager, which was then being managed by someone who's paid slightly more, and then that manager is being managed by someone else, or the CEO or whatever, who's earning the big bucks, right? So then I heard rumors of these people earning, thousands of pounds an hour. And this money wasn't necessarily coming from their paycheck, but it was coming from, stocks and shares. And, this is the same amount of money that, people like Donald Trump and Elon Musk are dealing with. And, it's becoming increasingly concerning to me, who's kind of had his head in the sand for the past 12 years, just sort of blindly accepting this money. The people earning this much money generally are just looking out for that 1%. So, I'm not, this isn't like a political vlog by any means. It's mainly just to, this is my first step into becoming self-employed. But I think if we all consider something that we enjoy and that we are good at and that we want to be financially stable without having to rely on, a company or business that is relying on investors that are dealing with these crazy amounts of monies, which are just completely collapsing the economy and fucking the world up beyond belief. Like, what else are we gonna do? What can I do? I mean, I could attend a protest or a rally or something, but I don't know if I have the confidence for that, but also I want to do it in a way that works for me. I want to give back to the community and inspire people and help people do something that they enjoy rather than just working for, another millionaire and lining the pockets of other millionaires. So, yeah, all of that negativity aside, I'm going to do a series of videos. I'm going to just post them as and when. And I'm just going to try and film as much as possible. And just give you like a little insight into my step-by-step journey as a self-employed musician / skateboard instructor / whatever that might be. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna probably upload some more today. I might even ask a few people on the same course a few questions about why they're doing it. And I just feel like a lot of people do get complacent in their jobs, and whether that suits a lot of people, maybe it's a little too comfortable for me, and maybe it is a little bit too comfortable for you. Maybe there's something that you want to do that you haven't had the courage to take the plunge, and right now I'm in a very, very tenacious and driven state of mind that I was just like, well, screw this, I'm gonna quit my job and I'm going to do this. I don't know where my next paycheck's coming from. That's scary and exciting, but it's something that I need to do. Like, I cannot be in an office from 9 till 5 every weekday, just looking at things that I don't care about. One time I was hosting a meeting, and I just started having a panic attack halfway through, because I was halfway through speaking and I suddenly realized I don't give a about any of this. So why am I talking? Why am I talking right now? Why am I trying to get other people psyched up about this when I don't care myself? Yeah, some people can do it, some people can, but not me. I hope that these videos inspire you to find some sort of courage to do what you want to do with your life. You know, this might fail miserably for me, but at least I tried, you know. And I don't want to wake up one day when I'm 45 and I've just been chasing that dangling carrot that my bosses and their boss and that person's boss has been dangling for me. Just to think, like, what have I done with my life? I haven't done anything I enjoy. So yeah, much love. Like, please reach out to me if you want to ask questions. I want to talk about this. I want to get people, you know, talking about what they want to do with their life, and, you know, creating income from what they enjoy, and therefore not paying these huge companies large sums of money, or making these companies large sums of money by doing all of their grunt work. I know this might come across as sounding a little bit bitter. I'm just sort of realizing that now as I'm verbalizing it, but, you know, this is all working towards a more positive lifestyle for me. So yeah, I don't know how to end this video. I wrote a few bits that I wanted to I wrote a few bits that I wanted to say, but I didn't actually plan on how to end this. But yeah, expect more videos. I'm gonna go now because I've got to get going to the skate course. So I'm gonna shut this off, and yeah, I'll see you, you know, until the next one. Yo, so I am at Skate House in Sheffield, and we're on lunch right now. We've got 5 minutes until we start up again. But yeah, so far it's been awesome. There's some crazy good talent here. Yeah, it's obviously quite intimidating, but everyone has been super nice so far, and it's been mainly everyone sharing, you know, positivity and, you know, the safety about skateboarding in general, and making sure everyone's having a good time. And yeah, there's some great skaters here. But yeah, I'll post more in a bit. Board. Nice. Yo, so I just finished the skate coach course, and yeah, I'm officially certified as a skate coach. So yeah, that's like the first step. There's loads. Hang on, where are they? There's a bunch of people going to the DIY. I'll come in a sec. We're just gonna head to a DIY spot just for a little bit of a friendly skate sesh. So hang on, my pen's there. But yeah, I'll post more in a little bit. Woo! Look at all that, new friends. Another thing to add is that, yeah, I managed to speak to a bunch of people at the DIY skate park that I sent in one of my stories, and they were all lovely there, but some of them just wanted to focus and skate, so I didn't want to pry too much with the camera, but I did a little interview with them and filmed a couple of them skating. And like, yeah, they said some cool things about skating in the community. So yeah, so I'll share that in a bit, and I'll leave their Instagram handles on the video. So you can follow them as well, because they're lovely lads and they're sick at skateboarding, and you should give them a follow. Just pretend like I'm not here, but don't not pretend that I'm here. Just ignore the camera.
Me and my dry mouth will do interviews.
First of all, what was your names?
Jordan.
And Jay.
Jordan and Jay. Cool. So how long have you been skating?
On and off quite a bit. I started when I was younger, probably for a year.
Yeah.
And then came back to it after COVID.
Safe, yeah. I think a lot of people do that. How about you, man?
I started when I was about 9 years old at the house. I got my first ever board for my birthday.
Sick.
And then I kind of grew up in the scooter era of things. So
Oh, right.
When all my mates were doing that, so I kind of switched to that in my younger days. And then as I started getting older, I started picking this back up.
Yeah.
And then I were on and off until last year, early on. I was struggling really bad with my mental health and thought I needed to pick up an old hobby. So I started skating again and haven't looked back since.
Honestly, I think skateboarding has cured a lot of people's like depression, anxiety, and like addiction problems as well. Like, my housemate, he was like a full-on addict until he like got back into skating. Yeah.
Not that he was an addict, amazing that he sounds.
Yeah, exactly.
It saves people, man, skateboarding. It saved me.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's why I've done that course today, because there's so many other people in England, especially in areas like around Sheffield, these little villages and towns where kids need skateboarding. And
for sure,
it's
man.
not shown to them that it's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
It's like shining a light of that. If you're a skater, you're a weirdo. You're this and you're that.
Yeah, there's a lot of demonisation to do with skaters and that. I think it's important to bring that to light. You know. So did you grow up around here, both of you?
Grimsby, me.
Grimsby. Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
I'm from a little town outside Sheffield.
Right.
A little town outside Sheffield called Worksop.
Sick. So what are your next steps? Like now you've done the get rolling skate course. Do you think you'll do anything with the certification?
For sure. I think my plan, I got this like dream plan in my head of going back to Grimsby, taking this one qualification, get some more in a bunch of things to do with that kind of first aid, all that sorts. And then I want to get a warehouse with my mate and just build some ramps and stuff.
Hell yeah, man.
We've built ramps and that is just about putting a plan together.
That's
the dream.
Yeah, sick, mate. Awesome. Yeah. Mate, you both are sick at skating, by the way. I'm a beginner, kind of intermediate. I can kind of do an ollie and a bunch of like lip tricks.
I've seen you shredding them out today.
Thanks. I appreciate that, fellas.
It's not about what you can do, man. It's about the fact that you're on a board.
As Rodney Mullen says, it's an art, dude.
Yeah. I mean, just like you can do an ollie like really beautifully, or you could do it like
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're like, man, I'm getting there. I've done a sketchy nollie, ollie, whatever it is. You're getting there. It's a progression.
Exactly. I mean, it's helped me in a way that like it's helped me learn how to fail and like just like get yourself back up if you hurt yourself. Like I think it's like very transferable skills. That's what it's for me.
Skating's the one that'll do that for you. If anything, it's like a brilliant outlet. I don't want to put anger and stuff out on the world like in any other way, but I know if I can come here like fall off and I allow myself to be like, oh, my like.
Yeah.
The camera, I won't go into it. But then I feel afterwards, I'm allowed to let that out. Now I can be calm.
It's
and
cathartic.
enjoy myself.
Skateboarding is a way to go and clear your head and just only be thinking about the board flipping underneath your feet.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you don't, then you're gonna fall.
That's it. when you're skateboarding, your only thoughts is where are my feet, where are the position, where's the board underneath my feet, how am I going to do this, how am I going to pop the board, where, and
The flow state, isn't it?
you lose all the other thoughts, and it just brings you into this centre of I'm doing this and I'm going to do this, and you forget everything else.
It's like, you're kind of describing a form of like mindfulness and meditation kind of thing. Like, absolutely. Somatic. Sorry, I don't know what that means.
It's like, it's like I was like somatic. It's like somatic therapy. It's all about, not about, more so clearing your body, because that's where all gets stored up, all the tension and stuff, and then
For sure.
then it goes there. But
Sick.
In my case, anyway.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just nothing better when you pass that initial warm up, like you've woken up, you're like
In the zone.
a day, a day. Like,
Sick. Amazing. Yeah, like, I want to watch you guys skate.
oh, that'd be sick, man.
That's it.
Sick, mate. Yo, so I just parked up. I'm now in Leeds. Gonna visit my bro in Leeds. But yeah, I just gave one of the dudes from the course a lift. Satch, he's a proper dude. Yeah, he was going to Leeds train station. I was going there anyway, so I thought I'd give him. He's such a lovely guy, and yeah, it seems like he's been through some shit. But yeah, I can't wait to stay in touch with him and yeah, just like skate with him again. That was so much fun. Proper tired now. Commanding a group of of skateboarders, and how it was just, it's draining, mentally draining, but yeah, it was such an amazing experience.